You'll be doing a lab in class where you're going to be reacting cupric sulfate, CuSO4, with sodium hydroxide, NaOH. You should know from your solubility rules that cupric sulfate will dissolve because sulfates are soluble, except for APVideo04 and you should know that sodium hydroxide is soluble because of like of the strong bases. You're going to have a set amount of each of these solutions that you're going to decide how much of each you're going to use. And the whole point of this is to find the percent yield of the precipitate. You should understand in this double replacement reaction, and the copper is going to react with the hydroxide to make cupric hydroxide as a solid because hydroxides are insoluble except for like of the strong bases. And you should understand that sodium and sulfate are not going to make a precipitate because of group 1 and the APVideo04. So when you take these two measured volumes of NaOH and CuSO4 and combine them, you should see that a precipitate forms. The whole point is to find the percent yield of the precipitate. So you're supposed to know how much you would make, and then you're going to be able to figure out how much you did make and do a comparison to find the percent yield. So there is a solid blue precipitate in this beaker, and after a while it will settle out, and you should know how to separate the solid out of this because we learned how to do that before. Again, the point is to find the percent yield of the cupric hydroxide from the reaction.